but they could also cheese hard.
Right? There's a lot of honor on the line for them. And also, I mean, you know, the classic grudge. I doubt Swift wants to give anything to Dub Drum for free.
Right.
So,
But speaking of WW's team, Sharkbait, we do have Jinx Tom getting picked up. Tom, I'm not even sure where they're going to put him. Could be a support, but could easily top lane too.
Dan, you don't have an overlay on.
Microphone muted.
Calm, you two. We don't need any 1v1s in the caster booth.
No. I'm just trying to make sure that all Casey's hard work is noticed.
I do love Casey's artwork, especially this week. I would love to see that shit. You all need to see it. Anyway, we do have Ash being picked up and Vi, so tons of engage coming out from the Guerrilla Radio. They can go ham all day.
Are we gonna see the dinger? Is it happening?
He could. And we got Nautilus coming out, so that's guaranteed to be their support. So Dub could jungle that. I mean,
It could be top as well.
yeah, it could be top or jungle. I mean, jungle Tom is okay simply because of his ult. I mean, he can bring the mid laner bottom with him real easy.
Oh yeah. I mean, he also just doesn't take damage. He goes through and sustains for
he's
days.
annoying. Tom fucking Kinch. And we still have the Heimer hover, but that could change. And Death God picking up the Fizz.
So I guess the only question is
Fizz
if that's going to be a
loves
mid
duel
or not.
people.
We've seen a mid from before. It all depends on if we see a Heimerdinger lock or not.
I assume, yeah, he's. Oh. So
Is Swift
they're
going
gonna
to go
swap
top?
it. No, they're gonna swap. So I think they just picked an order of what they wanted to pick up, because I'm assuming that Zed is gonna go mid, unless they like straight up change everything around. In which case, I have no clue.
I think Zed's going to be on Braum. Zed doesn't play any Fizz as far as I know, and he doesn't play much lately. So
That's true. Yeah,
Very
I do know
interesting.
he does play Braum. He does play Braum a lot when he supports, so that's very likely. Riverette, Hover, and Vigor. Vigor super good right now. Since about 2 patches ago.
yeah, he just gets so much AP. That means we're going to have Yasuo top on strip. I have not
They
seen him
both
play
have
that
teleport.
much.
I mean, they're going to be ganking everywhere with 2 teleports and a Tom Camp
yeah.
to bring whoever. Get ready for the 24/7 fuckfest bottom. Because that's going to happen.
Oh yeah, I'm completely sure. Yeah, I mean, no, teleport's pretty common on Giga mid, so we'll see how it all works out.
Yeah, I do know he often needs it to get back to lane. He like never wants to miss CS because of that Q. He always wants to be stacking it. We do have a Renekton top. Yeah, it's Swift. Swift's going top.
Yeah, dude, I called it. I saw Renekton locked in, and I knew it's gonna be Swift.
So we're totally flipping this game around. So we got Death God mid, Thor on AD, and Zed supporting.
I mean, they have reached the pinnacle of all rustled. I mean,
But they can't even
what could
see
you-
it.
I know, it's a shame. Their team is just so rustled that they broke the overlay. There's too much rustle to capture in one image. That's the only thing I can think of. But yeah. So, what do you think about these team comps here?
Shit tons of engage and on Guerrilla Radio, so I like that. Like, I'm a huge fan of Ash, and her on top of fucking Vi and Fizz is like crazy amounts of engage.
Yeah.
But the enemy team has a lot of disengage actually. Like Viger, Viger puts up that playpen, and you don't get to do what you were doing. It's a huge area he bounced
The
off.
playpen. Yeah. You either are trapped
Like,
in it or you're stuck outside of it. Especially because
yeah,
of the change where you can't even like dash through it and just get stunned at your location where you'd end up. It
yeah,
actually stops you now, which is a huge buff actually.
yeah. So, yeah, yes, because Viger by himself is honestly pretty decent at disengaging. Not to mention the huge amount of damage he throws out if you try and chase him, because he just throws those spells behind him, and you get wrecked by it. And Yasuo, he's alright at disengaging with the wind wall that makes it really hard to follow him.
Yeah,
And obviously Tom Kench, the master of troll. Oh, you're about to kill my ally? Nope, I'm gonna eat him and walk away. Because you're sure as fuck not killing me.
Exactly. And Tom Kench and Nautilus bring a lot of tank to them. I don't think I've seen Swift play top much lately. So I'm curious to see how he will fit in.
Renekton was always one of his favorite tops.
Yeah, it was. That's the big things I noticed.
So we'll see how he can do on that, or if he literally just goes 100% ham fighting at all times. Because if I'm in his position right now, where their team's sitting, I might just do that. Literally never stop fighting.
Yeah.
Because that sounds like a lot of fun and a good way to go out.
Oh yeah, I can totally see it. I mean, it's possible that you can also just pick up a win off of that as well, so...
Yeah, it's always a possibility. Because if they're not ready for it, and you just constantly go ham, that fucks with everyone's game plan.
Oh yeah.
What's that? No one's farming all game? Okay, what do I do now? I hope they do something cheesy. I hope they super hard engage.
I'm sure we'll
invade.
get some amusing plays. At the very least, from what I've heard from WCF tonight, is they're down to clown. So whatever that means.
In a position to.
Yeah, exactly. It is quite possible they will pull out all of the bizarre stops. We'll see though.
Only 3 of this team have actually bought Worlds icons, which, if everyone is not aware, if you buy one of those icons and wear it, your champion mastery emote turns into a team emote of the one you have equipped.
Yep.
So if we don't see constant spamming of that, I'll be very disappointed.
Hype your team and disrespect the enemy team.
It's perfect.
Perfect. What more could you want? Yeah. 2 Fnatic ones and a Cloud9.
Respect, Destiny. Respect. Alright, getting my guys all situated here.
Yep.
Alright, should be spawning in any second. Spectators tend to load in a little quicker.
Yep. And now we are in game.
Yeah, no fancy builds, literally the same items across the board. Not a surprise.
Yep. Nothing too crazy to start us off.
So we got a bunch of pings over by Dragon from both teams, actually. It does look like blue is going to go through mid and go into that jungle, whereas red team is going to come straight down by their blue buff.
Might be able to see a level 1 fight. That'd be a nice thing to see.
We'll see if HooHa sees anyone, because Zedekis is going a different way. So, they're not going to see each other.
Oh, they're just going to wrap around and miss each other.
This is Ring Around the Rosie with the Dragon Pit.
Oh, beautiful.
We're
going to have both teams going to invade the other jungle.
So normally, well, not normally, but often people will leave a trinket as you engage, so you can see if they come in. Because if they knew they were behind them, they could catch them right here as they come back.
Oh, dang. I was hoping they're going to come back to their red jungle.
Yeah, if they had placed a trinket in that river earlier, they might have been able to see someone beforehand.
Yeah. Oh.
Both teams still have no idea where the other one is.
Yeah. The confusion's real right now. Oh, we see pink's going off for red.
There's a whole lot of assumptions being made. See, blue right now. Really, already is like, oh, they're at our blue. No, they're
Leave
not
the jungle, go
Shit.
back in.
Everyone's running around just to make assumptions. I think they're doing it. They're just waiting. They might catch Thor Zed here.
Oh no, this could be real bad.
Thor Zed, you don't know, dude.
Oh no. Oh,
they're gonna see him.
Oh.
3.
They're gonna see him. Yep, there we go.
They saw him. Viperet walked out.
Oh no.
We do get a hook onto it. Let's see if Zed can flash over that wall. He does flash. Had to flash.
Oh, two flashes.
He got 2 flashes and an exhaust. Are we gonna get this kill?
He's still gonna walk away.
He's walking away right now. And Pulse should be up soon if nothing else, so he will go down no matter what. Manlord just doesn't want to take the kill. And there it goes down to Yasuo.
Oh man.
So,
whoa,
a lot of
that was an interesting start.
The wait pays off. They do eventually get the kill. Not a ton of assists going out. Not that the first blood assist gives you much gold, but
yeah.
Yasuo does get first blood, and that should help him out a decent amount. And actually, he's also starting double jungle.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that call to start the double jungle, because I feel like he's gonna actually miss out on some now. Because of the delay, because of how long it took them. So he already has the creep wave into the tower. Normally you make it there beforehand.
Yeah, it does take a really long time, but I think he was really worried about getting dumps. Well, I guess now he's... I don't know. It was kind of a crapshoot. I mean, he did get the first blood to make it roughly even on gold anyway.
Yeah.
He's still up like 200 gold, 300 gold,
yeah,
so...
exactly. The first blood's huge.
He could be up
coming
more,
in with the second Dorrance is real nice.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He
just
wanted to pick up that item.
Death God picking up the solo kill on Viperet under the tower. Doesn't care.
Yep, and we do have Dub trying to chase him down here, getting minor damage. Death God literally laughing at him. Dub's gonna eat him, and that'll deal percent damage, but it's not quite enough. Now Dub's gonna go down. He does not have his shield because he took the other 2 spells for jumping.
Oh my.
So,
and we are off to a great
3
start
kills.
this game.
Bloody game.
Oh. Not the kind of aggression we were expecting exactly, but I'm really liking it. This is an awesome.
Yeah, have we seen Destiny play before? Oh, Thor getting pulled, but Zed there to block him with the shield.
We've seen him play AD carry before.
Okay.
But it's only been like once or twice.
Okay, so we haven't seen a lot of it.
No, it's definitely been on the lower end.
And we do have Swift doing decent damage on the Stripe, but just backing out. That's the Renekton special. Lots of damage from summoners. Yeah. Still Destiny taking lots of damage, as does both top laners. They're just in a full-on brawl, which is pretty normal for Renekton lane. Just beating the shit out of each other.
This is a really aggressive game.
Yes, it is. Both teams just want blood. Destiny has to be very careful here. Oh, takes another Q.
I mean, he does have heal, so he's not totally... That's how he's able to stay around, but...
He does have to be pretty careful because an Ashe auto W might kill him right now.
Yeah.
There's the auto and the flash.
Or just he gets caught under tower, though.
Good play all around from Destiny there with the flash, trying to bait him in, and Manlord's not keeping him stuck there, but just barely not enough damage to take him out.
Oh,
he does get to walk away.
I wonder if we'll see. I want to see if we can teleport to that ward down there. Come up behind him. Thor's so low.
Yeah, this is a free kill on Thor if he would have teleported. Oh, Manlord's dead.
Oh, I think we might see Manlord going down though. He's just like an auto or 2 away. Oh my goodness.
Just so much beating on each other, and yeah, Viger still could have got down and got that dig skill, but he's not.
Instead, he's gonna get slapped by Death God and Arrow.
They're taking a bunch of damage.
That's pretty brave because he picked the Vigor into the Fizz.
Yeah, I don't think he's hoping on winning the early game. He just wants to farm, which obviously Fizz does not want. Swift taking a shit ton of damage from tower there. Misjudging that aggro range. And
he might die for it.
Oh, that's a lot of minion damage though. That was a big wave he took aggro from. Spike did.
Yeah.
So now they're both even. And we do have Thermidor coming in, and there's the flash. I'm sorry, not the flash, the dash.
Now we have three unanswered kills now besides that first one. Death God's actually gonna pick up another solo kill on Vivaret.
And Arrow might be in danger
he's too late.
Swift taken very low by the tower. So Guerrilla Radio managing to come out 4 for 1 right now. The only kill on Sharkbait's team was that first blood.
Yeah, this is I mean, Sharkbait's been proven to be one of the stronger teams in the league, but Guerrilla Radio is giving them a run for their money right now.
The thing is, I wouldn't say any of the teams this season have been particularly strong early game. Oh wow, and a good damage on the dub jump. His shield is falling pretty quick, but Thermidor does have to back up because of that tower. Death God's here to back him up.
Oh,
well, picking on him. Death God's gonna die for it, but I do not think. Oh,
yeah, they will still get him.
Pick. So it's going 1 for 1, finally trading one of those kills off when they get into a fight. And full on fight going top lane and bottom lane at the same time because fuck it, let's keep fighting. And we do have Miracle getting stunned by that Braum passive and more slows going out. He's in danger with the exhaust coming out. Flash has to be blown. Zed taken very low as well though. Just beating the ever-loving shit out of each other. Oh, the hook lands. He doesn't. Oh, there's the exhaust of the auto for the counter engage, and Zeke should get this kill. There's one, and he's going for the second. And a flash from Zed now coming out with the slow and following him. Holy shit, these fights.
More fights than your body has room for.
Oh my god. Absolute bloodbath. Just beat the shit out of everyone in every lane. It's
definitely one of the more action-packed beginning games of this season.
So, I don't know if you guys got to see the overlay or not, but oh, and actually, as I'm trying to talk about that, Nero comes out and he's gonna kill Destiny. He has no chance of getting out. He's gonna get eaten.
That is a big fish now.
Yeah, Death God is huge. 4-1 at 9 minutes in.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Massive.
So yeah, Guerrilla Radio going full Gurren here and just doing the impossible. They're just gonna beat the shit out of this team who's been doing better than them all season. And we do have Strike down here from top lane to steal some CS, I guess?
Yeah, trying just to put a little bit of pressure down. The ping's going down on Thermidor, but he's just out of there.
Yeah, they do see him, and he was at 400 health, so they were Vivaret's going in. Oh, but he gets seen. Does not get the stun. But Vivaret will steal his
camp for it.
Yeah, will steal the minions for it, but can't get that stun off. Just barely too far away from it. Death God now just going on strike. He's like, I got tons of items, but he's not aware of Vivaret back here. But control pull and a Tom 10 don't go at bottom. So much fighting. Thor is probably dead here. Getting picked up by Destiny, and that's going to get them the password to run over to Zedicus. Let's see if they dive him. Dubjump wants it, but realizes maybe not the best choice. So they are going to try and get some damage on this turret after that. Oh. As Swift does manage to get that top lane because Smith has been top so long. Zedicus, good shield there, canceling the Jinx rocket, but he is still walking away and fighting everywhere. Thermidor now in danger after he gets a kill. Wow. I can't keep up with this. I can't keep up.
No, there is no way to keep up with this. It's like every single time you start trying to talk about something, it's just 4 people decide to fight, and you can only master one of them.
This is a dead even game. It's literally like this is less than 100 gold because that just switched, and there now it's even again. Like,
yeah,
they are just going at it. And now we do have the first dragon attempt coming out. And Guerrilla Radio is aware of it, and Tiz is here, and he might be able to fuck them up if he gets in here.
Oh, just go in.
A very good Viger fight time keeps him out of it.
I kind of wanted to see a fight, just have the Ash Arrow from downtown, see what they could pick up. I mean, Double is a low mana.
The problem with that is his arrow's down, so that wasn't an option.
Oh,
yeah.
it is down.
Mana coming in here. Oh, good hook on the Swift. That was definitely the safer one to pick because Death God's control pole. Swift should be dead here. That's a kill over to Vivaret with his ultimate. Death God probably going to be able to get out here. Yep, control pole out.
Control pole is always safe.
Yeah, Fizz sitting in a great spot. He's way ahead. Obviously down a little CS, but he's been getting so many kills. He doesn't truly care. But with his control pole, it's super hard to kill him, especially with a Viger when your entire CC consists of please walk into this.
Yeah, pretty difficult for him to get the stun result on the Fizz. It's more, the only thing you're really realistically gonna stun him is when you're trying to say, get the hell away from me. I don't want to fight you right now.
Yeah, and Vivaret is still doing okay. He's even and up some CS, mostly from going to other lanes in order to get that CS. He'll get it wherever he can. Alright, have a lull in the action finally. Only took 13 kills in less than that minutes, and a dragon. And we finally stopped fighting.
Yep. And the gold's still pretty much just dead even.
Yeah.
I mean, this game, literally the only thing that's different between these two teams is like 100 gold and a dragon.
Yeah, like the CSs are different here. Death God does get grabbed, but he's going to control pull out, and Tom Kent will not be able to Tom Kent because of the anyways. And a Jinx rocket. They were going ham on that as the Tom ulted, Jinx plus the voltage, just assuming. Oh, and they're just going in on it. Manlord in danger, and he takes an arrow right to the face. He's going down. The Swift is jumping in as my ult onto Vivaret. Vivaret has to flash out. Dub eats 0 at 0. Might go down to this. He's very low, and Dub does pick him up, and Death God has to flash out as well. But here's bot lane trying to pick it up. Thor taking some damage. He might get blown up by Vivaret.
Yasuo
kind of danger though too. Dub now kind of in danger. He has to grab Vivaret and flash out, and now they're back on the Zedekiss, and he gets the ult. Thor might go down, but the exhaust keeps him out and the stun. As Thor picks up that kill. Holy shit.
You know what happened is they realized there's almost less kills per in the game than minutes, and they realized they had to fix that. So teams just threw each other and decided to body them.
I like the action. I love what they're doing. Be 1 second to breathe in the middle of these fights, please.
Yeah. And we see a Death Cap come out. We had the parts of machine, and we saw a needlessly large rod. Death God decides to go back and turn it into a Death Cap. We'll see a Zonius coming out probably soon from Vigor here. Mid lane.
Alright.
Just about everyone's starting to finish up their major items. Both the junglers have their jungle item completed. Renekton with the Ravenous Hydra, Yasuo with the Static Shiv. Something to point out though is we don't have a Sightstone yet from Manlord.
Yeah, somehow this game is still dead even on gold. I keep expecting one of these fights to go one way, like, you know, to finally have a definitive, like, even if it's a 1k gold lead, but they keep coming out, like, somehow even.
Oh yeah, like, there's the most, I think the largest lead we saw this game literally was when first one happened.
Yeah. And now we have another forward mid. Fuck the other lanes. Who cares? This is Aram, and you have to play with us.
Like, tower taken. Oh, it's a 400 gold lead.
So, we do see now 3 of Sharkbait rotating up the top to try and get that enemy top tower going. And they do see Swift coming up with that pink ward, as Swift walks right by it, actually. Does not see that in that bush. That pink ward's been there a long time, and he's getting lots of value off that.
Oh yeah.
So, we do see the counter push coming in mid lane, so we got just a bunch
the Jinx rocket flying by.
Yeah, trying to hit them and clear that wave with it, but not going to happen. So they will get the enemy mid lane. So both mid lanes down. Jump taking that fish for Vivaret there. He's like, that's okay, I'm tanky, I'll take that for you.
Yeah, no, that's a nice pickup here against a Fizz. Being able to remove, he wants to whoever gets CC'd or hit by the fish.
Thermidor already tanking that tower, maybe not the smartest. Viger with a good stun here. Oh, but Oh, he does get the kill. Zimrat manages to pick that up because of the very sketchy tower tanking from Thermidor.
Yeah, he took like 4 or 5 tower hits.
Oh,
there.
and here's an ult. They're just going in goofy for it, and they get stunned immediately. Not the best choice. Zimrat going down. He's trying to kill Zero, but he cannot quite get it. Now Destiny, thanks to his chompers, is able to walk out of there.
All right. And we finally have seen a lead develop that is more than 1K, albeit barely.
And normally that would be weird to, for us to be wishing for a lead this early in the game. But there's already 19 kills, so,
Yeah.
And I see no reason why these people would stop fighting is the thing. Like, they've already started this, and once you're in that mindset, you have no issue with just going in every single time.
Yeah. No, they are ready to brawl at all steps of this game.
Yeah, because they know both teams can win it, and normally what keeps people fighting... Oh, Thermidor actually going down on strike. He's 1v3 right now, but his team is coming in. This may be a bait, and Thermidor... Oh, he failed on the door. He's going to go down here. But actually, a great Zedicus ult is keeping that off him. The shield's saving him, and now Destiny's in super danger as Ash goes down. Al and they are just chasing Ash. Destiny finally going down as Death God is getting eaten, and that will kill him. And overall, a 2 for 3. And Guerrilla Radio is going to pick up this dragon.
Wow. So I'm not sure. Just want to make sure so that if I think I saw that right, I'm pretty sure that Thermidor's had a beautiful flash there to get over the Viger wall, or was he already stunned by it?
I'm not sure. There's a lot happening in these fights.
I caught it at the last minute, but I think he might have flashed during his Q to go over the Viger wall. And if so, serious props for him. But there's just so much going on in these fights, I can't honestly keep up with everything that's happening.
As I was saying beforehand, as we keep seeing happen, the normal thing that keeps teams from just team fighting all the time is they're not positive who will win it. And W10 actually taking a decent amount of damage, but he'll heal most of that thanks to his E passive. And now they're actually going back onto Zero, and he has to flash to get out of there. So the thing that keeps teams from fighting is they don't know for sure who would win it, so they don't want to fight over it unless it's something really important like a tower or a dragon that they can guarantee get. But these teams have already both discovered that, hey, we could get kills in a team fight. We could both win a team fight, and they're both going to keep doing it.
Yeah, I would say that was we've hadn't had our definitive win of a team fight until the last 2, but the game was so close that even then, after the last 2 wins, the game is still just more or less even.
Yeah, it's still only a 1K gold lead with 24 kills on the board now.
Tied on dragons, tied on towers. The only advantage is that Guerrilla Radio actually has the tier 2 in the mid lane.
Yep, and Thermidor actually going up on strike. He doesn't have any projectiles that Yasuo would wall can cancel, so yep, he does pick that up pretty easy. Thermidor looking pretty big at 4 and 2 here. So I guess the biggest difference between these teams right now is that Sharkbait has their kills spread out around their team, whereas all the kills are mid, jungle, and top for Guerrilla Radio. Ash not dealing a ton of damage, and also choosing to go Bloodthirster for sustain rather than going for IE, so her damage is going to be considerably lower considering her passive and the extra damage she gets on frozen targets.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he continues his build from this point.
Yeah, because crit may be arguably more important on her than other characters because she gets guaranteed damage from it rather than random.
Yeah, exactly. He has had a hard time in these fights. I mean, people have just gotten onto him and he's just gotten blown up, and I think he was kind of a little tired of that, so he just wanted to have a way to be safe.
I don't know if they know that they're in that bush, but this is a 2v2, and this could go either way. Oh, Thor is in a lot of danger now, but let's see if AJ Zero can get on the field. Destiny and deal damage before, and the heal already being popped as Thor turns around and ults him. If they do get a kill first, then Mandler's like, fuck it, I'm going in. I want this Thor kill. Alright, never mind. I'm out. Someone teleport and help me. And Mandler is going to deal down, but the red does get that stun. Maybe able to burst him. Nope, not quite.
Vivrite does a lot of damage, but he doesn't do Killer Renekton from full damage yet.
Yeah, he's not burst.
I'd be a little scared if I was Thor, though. Yeah, there's
Oh.
the ult. Just
walking into him. So AJ0 going to take a ton of damage, and actually once Vivrite's spells are off cooldown, he can just kill him again. Like, he can kill Zero now at this point. He's low enough that will kill him. Oh, but he's getting engaged on it. Now in teleport and in top 10 ulti explode in order to stop this tower dive. Dubdrum taking that fish, so that will save him. Stripe actually taking damage from it too, and Thermidor, as we saw, can't kill this guy, so we'll see if they can take him out. Dubdrum keeps his friend to keep him alive, and they do take down Thermidor with that interesting tower dive. Would have been very good, but that teleport and Tom ult get there immediately to save their friend.
yeah. Oof.
Holy crap.
This is quite the game, and still no Sightstone out of Manlore. We're kind of seeing that now. The Pink Horse have been doing a lot of work, but we're starting to see lapses in vision from Sharkbait. If you notice, if you look at the map, they don't have much map vision on the field, and I wonder if that's going to start to become a problem coming in.
Yeah, they don't have a ton. And another fight coming down, and an arrow coming in onto Destiny immediately as they try and get out of there. Decent rotate due to them not having wards, exactly like you said. So they do still have that pink ward actually in their enemy jungle, which has been there at least 10 minutes at this point.
Yeah.
So that's getting them some use, but they need more than just that pink ward to the enemy side of their map. Especially if they're going to be pushing that deep. So they are going to group up Guerrilla Radio here and get that bottom tower finally. So all outer turrets are down across the map, and you know what that means? More opportunities to team fight.
Because we didn't have enough already.
And Tom immediately finding that Zero hiding in there. And we do have 4v4 on bot lane right now. So this should turn into, 4v5 right now with Yasuo shoving top. And he does not have teleport. So they're going ham at this anyway, because who needs 5 people as Yasuo pushes top lane. So I don't know, and there's the teleport being used. I don't know if they were just worried about their health, but they had 5v4 there as Yasuo was pushing without teleport, unless they were assuming he had teleport.
Yeah, I think they just assumed he had teleport, or they were worried about Zed was kind of low on health/mana. He was on the lower end for both. So maybe they didn't think it was going to be enough of a factor to make the difference.
I think these teams just agreed to make me practice my shoutcasting this game is what this is all about.
Yeah, dude.
So we are up to 30 kills in 24 minutes. Just keeping ahead of it. Always got to keep that number higher.
Yeah.
We have a 2k gold lead over to Guerrilla Radio right now. A lot of that is on this Fizz. He is very big and can easily blow up one of those carries.
Yeah,
but obviously, if
actually surprisingly though, the person with the most gold on their team is Renekton right now.
That's mostly because of that farm too. He's got like way more farm than anyone else on his team.
That is correct.
Death got narrow in that engage from the enemy team. He did have to burn his splash, so that is down. Making fail Destiny a little safer. Vivrite, I'm not sure he cares about that guy, because as long as he doesn't door is in, and Destiny gets arrowed immediately and people go down, Deathcott jumps into the stun. And now everyone's throwing their ults to strike out the flash down, and Vivrite's Zonia's runs out and he dies immediately, and this looks very bad for HooHa, and Mamor will go down, and Dubdrum will be the last one for the ace. Quadra kill over to Smith, increasing his gold lead even farther.
And they're going to take Baron off of that.
Baron call. So
they have the opportunity. They have to make sure that they secure Baron. I mean, I don't see any reason why they would not, but they are choosing to take this Baron over and inhib mid. So.
Alright. Oh, and a Jinx Rocket. Hopefully getting sight, maybe hoping for that sweet steal. Is Baron gonna execute some people?
Oh, almost.
No, not quite. So we do have Baron being taken. after third dragon. That's decently early for a Baron, to be honest. But I mean, everyone has such wonky gold because they've been fighting so often. Like,
Yeah.
their top and mid have so much money right now.
Yeah, no, there's what
And
you
their jungler.
normally know of a champion to be able to do at this time. They can do far more than that in many cases.
And so for the first time, we see a truly big goal deficit. 6K at 26 minutes is pretty big.
Yeah. No, that last fight was really, really big. And
Yeah.
they had a 5. Was that a 5-for-1?
I believe it was.
Yeah, a 5-for-1 and Baron. That's a very large gold swing.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold, and it's a quadra for Swift. So now that early game Renekton, granted we are getting into mid game where people always say Renekton falls off, but if you're big enough, you don't fall off.
No, yeah. If you get big enough, you don't fall off until very late in the game when other people start to catch up in their builds. Renekton's a very snowbally champion, and he is able to put that to work. We don't see much coordination out of this Baron, though. They're just kind of shoving lanes. There's no grouping going on. Well, we have 3 bot, but seems like they can't make up their minds.
Yeah, a bit of a lull in the action happening here. Sorry to disappoint all the fans. We are not currently constant fighting right now. But we do have a ping towards that bottom turret. It does look like we're going to have another 5-man push onto that. So we'll see if they do manage to catch this dub drum here, maybe, as he rotates through. Or if they just decide to fucking dive this tower.
Yeah.
Because they are ahead. They know they're ahead at this point, too.
Yeah.
Nope, and HooHa noting that they are definitely behind at this point, giving that tower, choosing to defend the safer one back here. Oh, stun going on to Swift, that'll get... Oh, actually no damage. He manages to walk out because of his fancy CC reduction boosts, keeping him safe from Viger. We did have a red ping going on there over towards Death God and Zed. HooHa noticing that they are a little split out. Oh, Death God, holy shit, taking under half, immediately throw forward, and now Manlo getting engaged on. And Abramo coming in pretty good, taking out half of it. Swift has to dodge out if he's gonna die. Oh, just barely managed to get out. Thermidor is so deep into this jungle, and Swift does eventually go down, as does Thermidor. And HooHa turned that fight, 0 for 3.
Yeah, they were not prepared for that.
Yeah, they were definitely ahead, but they did not respect the poke damage coming out. And now Dum Dum is going in, trying to catch on to Zedicus. But Zedicus should be plenty safe there. But yeah, that was basically just not respecting the Viger poke, because their Fizz got chunked out, and he couldn't do anything in that fight.
Yeah.
And then they got engaged. Even the turret couldn't help him. Or I'm sorry, they dove into the turret. And obviously, HooHa didn't give a shit about that because your Fizz was already dead. The only person left is Renekton, and he got chunked out by Viger as well.
They've made a real big mistake there. Starting to see Yasuo ramping up.
Yep, it did give them 2k gold. Oh, Death God, almost seeing Jinx there. That would have been a dead Jinx, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, man. Something to point out, though, so something we mentioned earlier, the lack of vision coming out. Obviously, Guerrilla Radio did have some pretty good vision on that. Their wards just all recently timed out in the last couple seconds. Oh. Listen,
Oh, and a small catch coming on the Thermidor. Not much damage because it was only Manlord there.
At the next dragon fight, no. But yeah, there's a total lack of vision coming out from...
Yeah, from HooHa.
It's just insane. There's barely any wars. They had the pinks, and that's been about it for the last little bit. They had the one ward that caught the pink.
Oh. Braum with the flash ult, attempting to pick that up, but Braum is not the best engager. He can get that slow down and allow other people to get that engage down really well, but trying to force something that hard is not Braum's strong suit. That's more Vi's job.
Yeah. He did get Jinx's flash out of it, so that is a nice benefit. But
yeah, it's not the end of the world. Zeticus obviously doesn't need to splash as much. Zero getting engaged on here. He's going to get eaten immediately, and he should go down. Yep, he does go down. One of the big people down a lot. Oh shit, Diablo gets chunked immediately. Zeticus taking low, but Thermidor is given. He's going on Destiny. Going to pick up that kill right before he goes down. And another stun coming out. Zed's still walking out of this, so that is 2 for 2 so far. Does look like Dub is still chasing, but he will get slowed twice and probably have to make that decision to go back. He does have his ult, so we might see him do that again, because that's been my favorite of his. He's going to throw that minion, but Troll Pull will get Death God Nero out of there. So yeah, still not a ton of wards coming out here from HooHa.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have a Sight Stone, they don't have a single upgraded yellow trinket. They have 3 upgraded reds though, so they're very good at taking away vision.
Yeah, they're not buying control wards, and since only one of them even has a totem, and that's only for 60 seconds, it's just not giving them a ton of sight here.
It's 120 seconds. It's a 2-minute ward once it gets to level 9.
He's over level 9, right?
Yeah.
It's higher now. So Guerrilla Radio, definitely, as you can see from the map, preferring that sight on the neutral objectives over anything else. They do have a couple deep wards because they were just fighting over there, but the majority of their wards are by Dragon and Baron.
Yeah. Well, we have Baron coming for 15 seconds. We'll see if that's going to be the next point of contention for this game. I can only imagine that it will be. Neither of these teams have hesitated to fight outside of the pit, outside of their bases at all. So,
I'm surprised to see Vi ulting onto Jinx instead of Vigar, because if Vigar gets to sit in a fight, his cooldowns are fairly low for his Q and W. So I mean, his Q especially, so he can just spam that.
Yeah, his Q gets down to like 3 seconds or so, especially with the blue buff. And I think it's about 5 or so for the W, so they're just under 5. 3 exactly.
Yep. And here we have another fight coming out, and Dust got engaging on the Manlord, but actually both teams finally deciding to disengage, or not, actually, because
they heard you say it, and they decided no.
They heard me say it, and actually there goes Destiny again. He gets stunned out, and Dust got gets stunned and deleted by Vigar. Oh, very close to taking out there, actually, but just barely managing to survive. And now Thor is kind of in danger, and Vigar finally gets that kill on the Vi, and Manlord should be in danger here too. But Zed is the only one left alive, so he will not be able to take Namor out thanks to that shield. And this is Nate tanking this. Dubdrum's going to eat him, throw him into the stun. He's going to go down, finally, to Vigar for the ace. I miscasted some things in that fight, because holy shit, there was a lot going on over a big area. But overall, going 5 for 2, very nice, and we'll see if they can pick up this mid tower to capitalize on that kill.
I don't think they're going to be able to. It looks like they're going to try and go for a Baron play, though.
I want to point out that Pink Ward, still being a soldier, still there.
Yeah.
I think 20 minutes plus later.
Yeah, they're going to go for the Baron play.
Yep.
They might be able to get to it. I mean, HJ0 will arrive on time, but I don't think anyone else will be there time by time to kill it.
Yep, they are chunking this pretty hard. They do see it thanks to Ash Hawkshot, and it is under 3,000 health now. Swift may go in and try and get it, but that is getting taken by Red Team, and now Vivaret and Sesame getting chunked out. Vivaret very low. He should have died very quickly here, and he's getting taken out by Swift, and now Spread gets engaged on by Thermidor, and now Red Team's in a lot of danger. Now they're on the Dubdrum, and he gets stunned, so he's not going to take it, and that is an ace. With a triple kill going on to AJS0 on that alligator.
Yeah, that's gonna be an inhib. That's gonna be an inhib.
Yeah,
they picked up the Baron, but they didn't get it fast enough, and they just got crushed in the fight afterwards.
Yeah, they did manage to get the Baron, but was it worth it? Sometimes you don't even get the buff, and they got more gold than you and more pressure. So
yeah, that's
the YOLO Baron not working out.
That was no Baron buff. That was throw buff.
Yeah, well. Throw is a loose term in this game, but yes,
that's
basically.
True. Looser than other games, but that is an example of classic throw buff.
Yeah. So we see everyone going back, gonna spend their spoils, come back even bigger. Everyone finishing even more items. Swift picking up that dead man's plate to get even speedier. get in there and chunk their carries. I'm still surprised that they're putting so much focus on Failed Destiny as far behind as he is. I understand you can't just leave him alone, but maybe not your first target. Thermidor not watching his character as Dum literally just ulted in behind him, and thank you for the Fnatic. Gotta love that disrespect. Don't window shop, Thermidor.
Yeah.
Oh, and an arrow! Oh, he barely missed the kill, but it does get Failed Destiny, but Vimrat's still fairly in danger here. Stripe, now, they do finally get onto Stripe because there is no more CC left to get them out of there. And Stripe just happened to be the farthest one behind. And they are rotating down here, maybe trying to catch Manlord, but he should be safe.
I think they're going to go for the dragon. Go ahead and pick up their third dragon of the game.
Yep, that'll give them a decent chunk more gold, putting them over a 5k lead after this dragon goes down. I'm sorry. Wow, that assumption wasn't even close. They're at a 3k lead.
Yeah. Oh.
Point blank hook into the wall. Just practicing that spell.
No long Spider-Man attacks here.
Nah, we don't.
Dumtrum's looking for trouble, though.
Dumtrum's just walking in. He doesn't give a shit.
I mean, he is a tanky fish. He's got like 150 MR, 230 armor, and like 3,500.
Thermidor, he's pretty sure he can chunk out Manlord with his third auto hit because Riot loves their triple attack. Oh, and they are going to take out Manlord hopefully, but Dum is going to grab him, flash over the wall. He's like, nah, fuck this, we out. But AJ0 not having that. Oh, he does see that they have plenty of people over there and decides to GTFO. So decent play by Dum in order to get him and his teammate out of there, using the Tom. But we're at the point where they really need to force into this space now. They need to push a side lane while this mid pushes. And we do have some jungle invades going on here. Well, don't know if I'd call it invades. Just getting some side up deep here so they can push the top lane like I was talking about.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to get the last of the outer towers, just clean it up so that they have no safe spots outside of their base for shark bait.
Alright, and we do see everyone back in so that they can be here in time for this team fight for top lane. They did spot Jinx bottom, but she is coming up, so if they might try and catch him if they rotate through the jungle though, which Viveret is the only one in a position to actually do. But they are actually just engaging right now on AJ0. He's pretty big, but they are full on tower diving now as teleports are coming in. Deathgod Nero gets taken very low, but Zonia's and Ash just chunking away at Dumdrum. The Deathgod is almost dead, and him and Deathgod go down at the same time. Zedekis now CC'd as Thor gets ulted by Stripe, and he's gonna walk into a stun and get deleted. So HooHa coming out 4 for 1 in that fight.
Towers getting them. Like, they go by towers and they just throw.
I want to say that one was them being split. They knew Viveret wasn't there. They knew the Guerrilla Radio was split at the beginning of that fight, and they just went on Swift before anyone else could get there. And I don't care how tanky you are, because percentage damage still sucks from Tom.
Yep. He eats you, and it's gonna hurt.
So, we do see the alligator falling off here. We are officially late game at 40 minutes in, with fuck tons kills more than that. Yeah, we're pretty much guaranteed at the point where the minutes in game will never hit the kills again.
Yeah, no, there's no way. Unless somehow ends this game.
They would literally have to do nothing for 20 minutes.
Yeah, no. We've seen games where that's happened, but this is not one of them.
This will not be one of them. Thermidor going in on the side. He does have the Q up, and so he's just going to try and go in there, but he's going to get chunked out. Almost gets Nero, but he did almost have Zonia's up, and he has Troll Pole, so he should have been okay there regardless. Now with that 5v4, they will be pushing down mid because Stripe has 50 seconds till respawn.
Yeah, Baron will be up before then. Baron's coming up in just over 30 seconds.
Yeah, it does look like they are choosing to try and get some sight on this Baron instead of just shoving that mid lane down.
I imagine they would probably try to take this in if they're going to get the arrow out onto Viv.
Oh, arrow, very good, but Thermidor was stunned, so they weren't able to follow up after it thanks to Vivred's playtime there. Zero just walking in, getting hits, but he's a little in danger here, but he's going to ult immediately and get beat by Tom 10. He's now under half, but he's in the middle of that fight. Death got trying to engage on Destiny, but he gets taken out, and Stuffdrum is in the enemy team as well. It's a 1-for-1 so far, and Miracle going back in. Kind of dangerous here. Oh, Thermidor not quite hit Vivred. He may have been able to blow him up. So Guerrilla Radio will get that inhib and walk out. And with Dubdrum being dead, their jungler gone, they may go for the Baron here.
That bottom wave's doing work though. It's going to take out the bottom tower and still continue to truck on. It has 2 cannon creeps going in, and God knows how many casters. And,
and here comes the third.
Creeper. Well, the first one died. It's replacing its falling comrade. The wave is so big that this cannon actually can't find its way to the front lines.
So, all those times you think about minion blocks, the minions experience it too, boys.
Yep.
The struggle's real. So, we do see Zedicus getting some sight around the Baron pit, but he doesn't know he's standing in a ward, which will bring all of HooHa over there because they see him over there and they are assuming they're going to be starting it soon. It may just straight up be a bait here, but there's only 2 people, so if they're not careful, they're going to be the ones getting caught.
Yeah. That's a dangerous spot to stand in when you're only on your own.
Oh man, this is why wards are so important. If they had wards over there, they would have known it was just 2 people, and they could have just dumpstered them before their team could show up.
Yeah. Dragon's live as well now. That could be a very big 4th dragon for Guerrilla Radio. If they choose to go for it.
I'm a little sad we're not seeing more side-ching from Stripe and Vivred, considering they both have teleport up right now, and they could be relieving some of that pressure top lane.
Especially from Stripe. He has the GA, so he's already a strong duelist. It's going to take him a while to put him down on his own.
And they are starting that Baron. We're on a ward until just a second ago, so they know, but they are getting into a fight instead of trying to get to that Baron. Zedicus will go down due to it, but that will give them just enough time to get that Baron.
Yeah, they got the Baron, but they do have the man disadvantage for the next minute. Death timers are getting extremely long now.
Yeah,
and we're going to see.
Gives his life in order for them to get that Baron for free, and now Dubdrum's going to ult Destiny down to the Dragon, and they're going to pick that up for their 3rd Dragon. So both teams have 3. Both teams have 30 kills at least, and both are over 75k gold.
I don't think I've seen a game continue to be so even. We are just shy of 45 minutes into this game.
It has been a pretty decent lead for Guerrilla Radio, but they haven't been able to keep that lead.
Yeah, but is a 1.5k gold lead at 45 minutes. That is nothing at this point of the game, pretty much.
Yeah, everyone has so many items, so much gold at this point that 1.5 is almost nothing.
It matters. It does matter, but as far in a team fight, it is negligible.
So I think Ashe is finally building IE.
Yeah, she's finally getting into it as her 4th item. I don't know if I agree with that too much, but
IE is just too important, man.
Yeah. Oh man, this large Baron creep wave is just getting shredded before it can even get to the tower.
Yeah,
3 Baron.
It's still pretty big.
That's a lot of damage.
Minor damage going on the other side, and then Namor ult actually getting wasted onto AJ 0. So, with no not ult, this may be a pretty difficult fight for them. And they're getting split pushed in. So Vivret will try to hold that top with Stripe as the rest of the team tries to hold the bottom. And they are going on Death God. Oh, if he gets taken up, but he does have GA. We'll see if he can manage to stay alive. Hero here. He may get eaten pretty quick here, but Ash keeping him safe. Tons of damage going on to Manlord, and he gets taken out. As kills are going on top lane as well. So they do get tower, and another GA gets top from Yasuo, and enough Rumble from bottom. Literally 2 separate fights going on here, both of them going very well for Guerrilla Radio. They are going to get all of the inhibs and the GG.
This should be game. Oh! On the field, Destiny comes out, brings out the rocket. They're going to turn around and flash away.
They may be able to stall this if Destiny can deal enough damage to these guys and keep himself safe.
We'll see.
Yeah. But
the Baron minions are so much to deal with. There's so
Baron
many of them.
minions, there's a ton of them, and Destiny does manage to pick up him, but bottom tower goes down and he goes down, so that will be GG. Death timers are just far too long. Dubdrum can't do anything about it. Swift with the fucking BM.
And we have an upset. That has killed the dream of the 3-way tie.
Thank God.
Yeah.
For no 3-way ties. What a fucking game. That was a bloodbath. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, that was insane. Who do you want to bring in for the interview?
I want Swift and either Thermidor or Death God.
Yeah, it's tough because Thermidor played that game tight the whole way. Death God had that really big lead. But
I'm thinking I'm gonna grab Swift and Death God.
Alright, sounds good.
We'll go with that.
User was moved to
Hello,
your
Swift.
channel.
Welcome. I'm gonna pull Death God up here too.
User was moved to your channel.
Greetings and congratulations,
Welcome,
guys.
Thank you. That was a crazy fucking game. It was awesome to watch, awesome to cast. Was your plan YOLO fucking fight everything always going into that?
Well, that's kind of been our thing all season, and normally at some point we just start losing those fights. And this week we didn't really start losing those fights. We also definitely power spiked a lot earlier than they did. We didn't try to pick anything that was going to scale. I mean, Renekton, like Fizz. Those are champs who want to fight early. We didn't want Tom to become Tommy. We didn't want Jinx to be Jinxie. And we didn't want Viveret to be able to get any big fights off.
I gotta say, the shot calling in this game was amazing. You know, there was a lot of teamwork, and I think that's really the key.
Yeah, we had a lot of people contributing a lot on comms that game. It was much more effective than in some of our losses. Yeah.
All right. So this question is for Swift. Were you worried about falling off there as the game went longer and longer? Because you had a lot of your team's kills.
Yeah, you know, some weaker Renekton players are scared of Renekton's late game, but as a Crocodile master, I am not scared to take the Crocodile do all the way to 6 items like I did that game. I usually tend to find ways to have major impact on team fights no matter what's going on as Renekton. It just kind of happens. So I had faith that I'd be able to make a play somewhere to start a team up to win some of those fights late. And our whole team was able to make plays and win those fights late.
All right,
Fair enough.
And then I got one more question, and that's for Death God. How happy were you when he picked a Veigar into Fizz?
Well, to be brutally honest, if he was a better Veigar, then he could have beat me. But no, it was a good matchup for a little while. I think the Tom Kench, his ult saving him a couple times, that was pretty unexpected. So I want to shout out his skill because he did a lot of plays that we were just going, wait, he just cleansed the vial, you know. And so yeah, I was pretty happy though. It was a lot of fun.
All right, Alice, got any questions for him?
Yeah, actually, got a couple ones. So you guys officially killed any possible dreams of a 3-way tie. and also guaranteed that Dubdrum's team is in 4th place for the season.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel fucking awesome. Because in the past 72 hours, Dubdrum has been knocked out by Steel Titan and then given a 4th seed by Guerrilla Radio, giving us our only playoff team win of the entire season. And on top of that, Thor got to play his 5th and final role this season.
Yeah, I was actually tempted to bring him up just because he is a man of many talents, as we have seen this game.
I made
He's
a promise
played
to him
every role.
very early in the season that if we were ever in a situation where Week 10 didn't matter and he had come close, I would let him play ADC to round out playing all the roles. And then it actually happened. So we made this decision after last week's game when we knew we had nothing to play for but the lulls this week to just say, fuck it, let's try Thor. He signed up as a top and ADC 10 apiece, so I mean, the role he's very comfortable with. And I haven't really been playing much top lane lately, but come at me with the sorry-ass top lane like Madam Strip, I know I'm not going to have any problems up there. And that's what happened in this game.
Oh, and the shots
Any
have
other
been
questions,
fired. Oh no, that I feel like that's a great way to end it.
All right, that was a great fucking game to cast and to watch, boys. Thanks for
Yeah.
making it entertaining, and we will be back soon with the next game.
Cheers, guys.
Lights out. Guerrilla Radio.